know it may sound funny, with people everywhere running out of money. We just can't make it by ourselves. It is cold and the wind is blowing. We need something to keep us going. Mr. President, pity on the working man. Maybe you're cheap, maybe you're lying, maybe you have lost your mind. Maybe only think about yourself. Too late to run, too late to cry now. Time has come for us to say goodbye now. Mr. President, have pity on the working man. Mr. President, have pity on the working man.
Yeah, so the thing about my most memorable 4K work moment, this was the hardest one for me to come up with. And the reason it was so hard was because my most memorable 4K moments were all kind of negative. And and so I was sitting on the airplane thinking about all this, and I was just like, oh, I can't, I'm gonna have to make something up because my most memorable moments are hard. And then I just started praying about it, and I thought, you know, I'm not gonna share those moments, but I thought I need to mention that those were the most memorable because they were so hard, and in some cases so hurtful, and people saying things about me or 4K, sometimes to my face, sometimes not. They came back to me, and of course, you know, I'm fine, but those stuck, and I wanted to mention it though because so many edifying, wonderful things have come out of those really difficult moments in being in 4K. And for one, they taught me to forgive, and it, you know, still some of those people, I love them to death, but I don't know what they were talking about when they were saying things about 4K or my calling or whatever. 4K is a really complicated thing for people to grasp, and so yeah, so I've had to deal with some of those moments where people don't necessarily believe in what I'm doing, and so I learned to forgive. I learned what not to say to other missionaries. I know what to not say, and I know what's uplifting and what hurts. And so I've tried to really put aside what hurts and tried to encourage people in their calling, even if I don't understand their calling. Those experiences with me, I think, have helped me be able to raise up others in what they're doing and believe in what they're doing. And then I think, I mean, finally, the third thing that those times taught me was it taught me to believe in what God's called me to do, and it taught me to believe in it in moments when I didn't have, you know, there was nobody around being a cheerleader. I mean, thankfully I have such wonderful leaders. I have David Hamilton and others that always believe, but they're not always around. And so there were moments where I really have had to ask myself, um, am I called to this? And is 4K, God, do you still want it to be something important and something special? And do you still want me to be a part of it? And even in moments when I didn't believe that the answers to those questions were positive, or that they were a yes, or that I was supposed to stick with it, I always felt God tell me to stick with it. And so that's how I know it was his voice, because um, moments when I could have and might have walked away, I looked at him and said, what do you think about this? I don't want to know what I think about it, or what these people over here think about it, or what the mission thinks about it, or what anybody thinks about it. I want to know what you think about it. And I always, when I just asked him, felt, keep going. And so the negative moments, they were good, because they taught me so much, and they taught me so much about myself. They taught me about what it means to persevere. I don't even want to think about how many ministries have been dropped, or how many missionaries have left the mission because somebody told them that they were wasting their time, or that what they were doing wasn't important. And it's just always got to be what God's perspective is on it. And so those moments that stuck so firmly, obviously I've forgiven, but it's hard to sometimes forget. So those moments kept coming back, and I thought, no, I have to share, because it's such a lesson. It's such a lesson to how to do what you're called to do. It's not all easy. If you're prancing through meadows with rainbows and unicorns and you're in missions, then I think you're probably doing something wrong, because I value all of those difficult moments and all of those situations that were hard. Yeah, I value them. I'm grateful for them. Thank you, Lord.